Hello to Libra, how are you? Hope you're all well. Thank you for joining me. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is a general reading. Aspects of it may apply to you, but it can also apply to somebody else that you're close to at this time. Okay, Mary Magdalene. Okay, so some emotions are probably a little bit high at home. Perhaps there's something going on. And Mary Magdalene is saying that you need to look at unconditional love in everybody, despite appearances. That is always the case. At the bottom we've got Kali, endings and beginnings, and this goes with the Scorpio card, because this is 8th house energy, and this is endings and beginnings. It covers that as well. And you've got it again coming up. So certainly I would say that it looks to me like you're having some sort of career change, some sort of, or perhaps you're moving up in the world, perhaps you're going forward in some way. Or it can also be that you are changing something. Perhaps you're going from one department to another, or changing direction within a corporate environment, or you are changing your public status in some way, or your reputation is changing, or perhaps you're just gaining, because you've got the earth element card here. I think it could also be that your reputation is improving. So you could be getting a promotion, or perhaps you're becoming more solid, and so on. There's a few aspects to this card. We'll get to that detail. The 11th house, friendships, contacts, and any group activity. So this can be societies, associations, any kind of group activity that you're a member of. There's certainly something is closing and something is beginning with this. So if you are changing your work environment, then that is going to happen automatically. Or it could be that you are changing department, or you're changing office, or you're just changing something in your environment, and your friendships and your contacts and so on are also going to be shifting as well, because you've got a star which is all about fertility, which is about new things, new projects, new ideas, and so on. So certainly with the Scorpio card and with Kali, something is ending and something is beginning. It could be with your close personal friendships, perhaps. Somebody or a certain percentage of your people that you're associated with are going in a different direction to you, or you are withdrawing and changing your focus. This is happening a lot at this time in the world, because we are going through an ascension, and everybody is sort of aligning themselves with their own reality. And your reality may be different from somebody else's, and they will naturally go in a different direction to you. And so that could be happening at this time. With 4th house, usually, as I said, 10th house and 4th house, one affects the other because they're opposite each other in the zodiac wheel. So anything that's going on in the 4th house will be affecting the 10th and vice versa. But it looks to me like there's a high emotion going on, and there could be changes or shifts going on, either with you in relation to your family, your ethnic identity, your ancestry, and so on, or it's to do with your actual physical home. What it's saying, Mary Magdalene is saying unconditional love. Love yourself and others in every situation. And with the water element sensing, it is about putting boundaries in. So you could be going through some difficulties in your home situation, and you need to put your boundaries in so that you can conserve your energy, because that's what the water element card is about. It's about conserving your energy. Sleep more, rest more, meditate, take part in artistic or creative activities, dream, plan, and it's about going with the flow for now, not putting your energy out there right now. And if somebody is draining you, or you're getting caught in to other people's complications, you must put your boundaries in place. And so certainly there's a little bit of turbulence going on there, and it's just saying that rather take the unconditional love route, and that will help to transform any situations that are going on in the 4th house. As I said, you have Kali, endings and beginnings, so certainly something big is changing, and it's saying that you're not to fear these changes, because they're for the best. So whatever is happening, it's for the best, and that embrace the change and go with it, because you will be in a much better position after that. You also have the Jupiter return benefits card, which is a very nice card to be having. This is an abundant card. It brings benefits. So it can be a windfall. It can be a benefit from a past endeavor, or it could be a lover returning to you. It could be some sort of return of something. It can be like a business idea, or a project, or some collaboration, or something that you wanted to do some time ago. It can be up until about 12 years prior to this current time. Anywhere in that period, something got shelved, or didn't happen, or it just didn't materialize for you, or you couldn't give it your full energy. Something, it kind of died, whatever it was, and it's now being resurrected, and it may come back to bear fruit for you. It could be an investment. Jupiter often does bring financial sort of abundance, but it can be abundance in many different forms, and that can take the form of an idea, or support, or the return of faith, or freedom, or relief from something. So you could be going through a very, once you get through this change, some sort of relief is going to come to you, where you're going to feel just so much better. But some sort of benefit is coming to you, some windfall. It could be notoriety, or some sort of, like almost like gifts landing in your lap. It can be rewards as well, rewards for effort. Normally that is the case with Jupiter. It's a reward for effort. It's being prepared, and some sort of lucky breakthrough, or a breakthrough. It could even just be the return of joy. So something is being released, and joy is coming in for you in some form. Okay, so let's just go into this in a bit more detail. We have 10th house, the world. So as I said, this is normally career-based, but it can also be about your fame, your reputation, and your public status. So your public status could be changing. You could be going from employed to an employer. So you could be changing how you're doing things. You can go from married to divorced, or you can go from single to married, or you can go from some other sort of high-ranking profile to letting it all go, and going into retirement, or something like that. So it's some sort of shift in your public status, how people see you, and your position in society, as it were. It can also be about authority figures. So this can be you becoming more authoritative, because you've got the earth element card here. So you could be becoming more authoritative, but it could also you be dealing with some authoritative figure. So this can be a person in your environment, like a father figure, or it can be a boss, or a mentor, or somebody that you kind of look up to, or it can be an institution like the military, or the police, or some sort of legal situation. Anything that has authority and power. It can also be government. So some of you may be involved in politics, or going in that way, or getting involved in that in some way. It depends really what element of the 10th house you are focusing on at this time. So now with, you've got earth element stability. So it's saying that something is coming in, and it's starting to, your situation is starting to gain some momentum, or become more solidified. So things are starting to settle, all right? You also have Una, easy does it. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So do not worry about your life purpose, or that you've perhaps missed a chance. Some sort of change is occurring here, or perhaps a shift, or you're just redirecting your energies. Or it could be, as I said, that you're getting a promotion, or you're moving out of a particular environment into something else. Or it could just be that you are gaining, more solidity in whatever it is that you're trying to do in the 10th house. So earth element is grounding. It's very practical, it's methodical, it's systematic. So, and Una is saying that just continue as you are, and do not concern yourself that you've missed your chance, or that you're not actually on course, or on mission, or any of those things. Everything is working out. The universe has got it. Just relax, easy does it, light-handed touch, and just keep moving forward. With the earth element, it is, like I said, a very sort of practical and methodical way of doing things. Stay grounded, spend time in nature, gardening. It can also be earth related things, so this can be land or property related as well. Finances may come in with this. This is about harnessing finances or starting to gather resources. This is about the accumulation of money, and it's about the accumulation of wealth, or whatever you consider to be wealth for you. So this could be land, property, but it can also be finances, or status or reputation, whatever is wealth for you. And you're going to be looking very carefully at all that, weighing everything up. This is also about laying foundations for life. That's what the earth element is about. So it's the gathering of nest eggs or finances or resources, property, whatever it may be. It's the gathering of all of that, and everything to do with finance and so on. It's the solidifying of that, but it can also be to do with your career, or whatever it is that you're doing. It can also be, as I said, to do with your changing of your status, or the solidifying of your status. So you may be establishing yourself as something in the 10th house. So you maybe have been learning, perhaps you've been in an apprenticeship sort of environment, or you've been studying and now you're going to be making your way out into the world. So and it's all about that. It's about laying foundations for the future. With the earth element card, just be careful that you are not being too stubborn. Because that can come in with the earth element card. It can also make you very, you can go the other way, where you kind of become very heavy and plodding, and unable to try new things. Earth element, action is required in this 10th house, but it's easy does it. It's saying easy does it. Uno is saying easy does it. There's no need to hurry. So that is backing up the earth element, which is not about hurrying. This is about building. But what you want to do is not be so stuck in very fixed ideas or very fixed points of view. They can even be looked at as old-fashioned. All right. So things like that, don't let things hold you back. Don't let old fears or old programming hold you back from moving forward and trying new things. Okay. Because this could very well be about trying something new, because it's going to be affecting other aspects of your chart, and certainly your contact and your friends. There's some shift going on there. So you could be needing to try something new. But if you hold yourself back, or you stay stuck in very fixed attitudes or mindsets, then it's going to create a bit of a quagmire, and you're going to be struggling to move forward to actually improve yourself and improve your situation. And you need to do that now. So some action is required. Don't be afraid to try new things. But just know that, just take it, go slowly, work your way through it, and weigh things up. But do try some new things and lighten things up, and have a more open attitude, if that is how you're feeling. Or you will know if there are aspects of your life which have been very stuck and very fixed for a long period of time, and they may need to be changed and shifted at this time. So as I said with Una, easy does it. So whatever you're going to be doing, just keep going, and release fears about forcing things to occur, or to hurry. You don't need to do that. Things are working out exactly as they should, and everything is with perfect timing. With the 11th house, as I said, this is about friends. It's also about contacts, networks, people that you, contacts that you have with regards to business, but also in your personal life. You may be wanting to harness those in some way. Something may be coming up with that. There could be a shift or a change, certainly with Scorpio, I transform. So you may be changing your social networks right now, or friendships. Perhaps you're realizing that the friendships that you have had up until now, the construct around that is no longer serving you. It's possible that you are growing and changing, and the people that have been around you up until now are not able to go with you where you're headed. So they will peel away naturally. And as I said, if you are changing your work environment or your career environment or your some sort of other friendship environment, your social circles are changing, certainly that can come in with this house. It's also the house of, as I said, societies and associations. You may be, as I said, if you're changing your focus, or you are now reorientating yourself to a different path or to a different outlook, then that will automatically change. You will join new groups, whatever they may be. It can also be, this is also about ideals. So your ideals may be changing at this time. Perhaps, as I said, everybody is going through this now. Everybody is going through a shift where what is valuable to you, what used to be valuable to you, what worked for you before is not going to work for you now. The whole world has changed. Everything has changed. Everything that you used to value is now requiring an overhaul. So you might just find naturally that you start gravitating towards other types of associations or groups or friendships. You may have new ones coming in for you, and certainly with Ostara fertility, that is the case. It's also about hobbies and interests. So your hobbies and interests may be taking over as sort of a direction or a path that you want to go in now, as opposed to what you have been doing. So that can come up, but it's also futuristic visions, whatever you have for yourself in the future. You may be getting glimpses of the future. Things like that come in with the 11th house as well. So your dreams. It could also be that some people are being activated to become more involved with social reform and global consciousness, group consciousness, things like that. So it's also about trends and currents. So everything in the world is changing. We're having a complete reset. So trends and currents that were there before are not there now. So whatever your profession has been, however you have lived up until now, trends and currents are changing. It's a complete paradigm shift. And so you may be seeing this now, depending on your outlook and your point of view in life. This may be changing for you now. Certainly that is the case with Scorpio. I transform at the bottom. So this, you may be having a few power struggles in this house. So this could be between friendships or in friendships, or it's within your contacts and your groups or your associations and your societies. There may be a bit of sort of power grabs going on, or sort of ego struggles going on that may be happening. You could also be having things rising to the surface, things that were not known before, secrets even, or scandals, just things, or it could be very deep-seated emotions that you've had maybe rising to the surface now. So you could be having a longing to do something, or you could just be seeing people or situations very differently at the moment. But certainly there is some sort of ending and beginning going on in this house. So you're transforming. You are transforming. We are all transforming every minute of every day, but it's accelerated at the moment. So as you are transforming, so then your reality is transforming, and the people that are in your reality are also going to try, the ones that were there before may not be there going forward. You may have new ones coming in who are more appropriate for your growth. So this is the situation with Scorpio. It's a very transformative card. It's about regeneration and renewal, and certainly with Jupiter return benefits, you may have a friend from a long time ago coming back into your life. That can bring that back, and that's going to transform things somehow. Perhaps they're coming in to start or continue a project which you had, or an idea that you were going to work on together before. It could be that. It could also be that something that you used to do or wanted to do is now getting a sort of an overhaul. It's being transformed. It's going through a regeneration or a renewal of some kind. And you've got, as I said, you've got Ostara fertility, about new things coming in. So some sort of shift is occurring for you at this time. But as I said, it's a very powerful card. Normally things rising up, powerful emotions. Also monetary issues may come in with this card. There's sort of a lot of power in this card, and a rebirth is one of the big themes. But anything transformative is coming in with this card. So with Ostara fertility, it is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So I would say, without doubt, something new is coming in, but it seems to be that it could be something that you were working on before, or something you wanted to do before, and now it's coming in and it's getting a bit of a rebirth going on. Certainly with Jupiter return, that is the case. Or it could be, as I said, somebody coming in to assist you with that. Somebody from your soul group or your soul tribe that is coming in, a soulmate even, somebody that you have a connection with is coming back in to assist you, or it could just be regeneration or renewal in general in this house. It could also be that you are wanting to start something new, whether it's a new idea. And with the 11th house, you can get glimpses of the future. So you may be looking at futuristic trends. You may be seeing something very clearly that nobody else is seeing at this time. And it's about this transformative time that we are currently in. So you may be seeing that with all the transformations we are all going through, you may be seeing a new trend emerging. And this could be a business idea, or it could be some form of investment for you, or it could be a new company that you spot is from an investment or a sort of a funding point of view, depending on what your situation is in life. You may just be seeing something which has a futuristic appeal, and you feel that you can start following that in whatever shape or form. But it's got something new coming in for you. Usually with this card, not for everybody, but it may apply to some of you. Easter may come in, so April may come in for you, but it can also be any time when the flowers are starting to come up. So this can be springtime. So depending on where you are in the world, it could just be something to do with rebirth or renewal of something. So the seasons have turned and something new is coming in for you. So with the Scorpio I Transform card, you may have to let go of a few things as well to bring the new things in. So certainly there's work required in this house. There's work required here to bring these new things in, or to access this new idea, or this new project, or just as I said, with new conditions. It could be all related to friendships. So things are changing there, out with the old, in with the new. Very much a case with this card, but certainly growth is anticipated there. With the 4th house, this is everything to do with your ancestry, your lineage, your relationship to your family history, your foundation, your roots, and everything to do with that, your family. It's also everything to do with your actual home. So this can be the physical structure, but it can also be the atmosphere in the home and the people in your home. So something coming up to do with that 4th house. So as I said, I think their emotions are high at the moment. So water element sensing, this is all about emotions, going with your gut feels, your instincts, your intuitions. That's what this card is all about. So that's going to be heightened at the moment. So you may be sensing things, you may be seeing certain things. You may find that some of your family members are having a very different opinion to you on aspects of how we're living currently. So you could be going through it right at the moment in your household. You could be having very divided opinions on things, and this is creating some difficulty for you. So what this card is saying, that just go with the flow right now. If there are any blocks in your path, just flow around them. But you do need to retreat, and you do need to withdraw your energy. You need to put boundaries in. Do not let anybody take advantage of you while you are going through this phase of just being quiet, conserving your energy, conserving your resources, building up strength. It's a pause period. It's a reflection period where you're just floating along. Let any storms blow over. Don't get involved. Don't invest too much energy in them. Just float along, and just keep your energy, contained, and rest, contemplate, take up artistic activities or any kind of creative activity. Enjoy anything. You don't have to be especially good at it. That's not the point. The point is the doing of it. So whatever it may be, whatever is a restful, peaceful activity for you, spend time near water or in the water will be gratefully received by your body and your emotions. So it's very much about swimming in the depths, but conserving your energy. This is a pause period in anticipation of action, which will come later. So just, put your boundaries in. Do not let anybody take advantage of you while you are in this sort of quiet phase. You may be feeling more compassionate than normal. You may be feeling more sensitive than normal. But just allow your instincts and your intuitions to guide you at this time to navigate any tricky situations within your home life or your family life at this time. You could be feeling really imaginative at this time as well. And this is a very creative phase to be in. At the top, we've got Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. So just remember, everybody in your life you have a contract with, you have a soul contract with them. They're there for a reason. Even if it's only for a short time, or it could be a long time, whatever there's a purpose and a reason that they are in your life, and there's a purpose and a reason why you are in theirs. So you have a mutual contract, and just remember that always unconditional love is the most powerful motivator in the universe. There is nothing more powerful than that. And if you find yourself really struggling in your home life or in your family life with difficulties, just focus on this and love yourself, especially through these situations. Sometimes it can get very difficult and you fly off the handle, or you speak out and then later regret it. So love yourself and project love rather, and be compassionate and understanding of other people's point of view possibly, and just withdraw. Don't enter into inflammatory discussions or activities which you know are going to stir stuff up, unless you're, as I said, you need to put a boundary in. If that's the case, then put one in, but do it in the nicest possible way, and then retreat. Go off, spend time on your own, just get out of the situation, go and spend time in nature so that you can rebalance yourself, but always come back to this. And no matter what the situation may look like to you, just remember that under everything is always unconditional love. It's very hard for us in our situation currently, in our human body, to always come back to this, but this is the driving force of the universe. There is nothing else really. So it's about working your way through all the layers of difficulty that have ended up there through karmic inheritance, or through interaction, or family karma, all of that. And just put your boundaries in, but let things flow, and retreat when you need to give yourself space. As I mentioned earlier, you have got Jupiter return benefits coming to you. So this, as I said, it's a return. So anything from, it could be as far back as about 12 years ago or less, maybe coming back to you now. It could be a person, it could be an old lover, it could be somebody coming to, regenerate something, but it could be an idea or a proposal or a business or something some project that you wanted to work on. It could even be a creative project, or something you wanted to study, something that you wanted to do and just never got around to, or just didn't happen for whatever reason. But it can also just be that the wheel has turned and your rewards are coming back to you now. So this is like karmic rewards coming back to you as well. So positive things coming to you, blessings, benefits, rewards. It could be notoriety. It could be a windfall. It could be a blessing in the form of an idea, a brilliant idea, which may very well come in because of the 11th house, some sort of futuristic vision coming in for you. And this is a brand new idea, or some sort of creative project, something new, a new condition coming in for you. It could also be just relief from a very trying period in your life. You could be experiencing incredible relief and just feeling abundant in yourself, feeling much happier, more joyful. And also it could be, spreading the generosity around. You may receive a windfall or some sort of abundance coming to you now, and then if you feel like you want to spread it around. Just be careful with this, that you don't overdo it, because Jupiter can be like that. You can overextend yourself or go over the top. And splash out on something or do something which is actually in the end turns out to be a little bit frivolous or just over the top, too excessive. So by all means, enjoy the benefits that are coming in, and maybe spoil yourself a little, but don't go overboard and go into buyer's remorse or sort of shopper's regret, or whatever you want to call it. So it can also be about excessive eating or partying or whatever. At the moment, none of us are really doing that, but it may be that you have an opportunity to get together with others. So just keep yourself in check, enjoy the benefits. But with this card, you do need to steer your ship still. So things are going to drop in your lap. It could even be an opportunity. Some opportunities coming up, and certainly with the star of fertility that is coming in, it could very well come via a friend or a contact or a network or a group of some kind. Some sort of endeavor that you're following, or it could be your hobby or your interest or a futuristic vision that you're having. Some sort of benefit is going to come to you, or an opportunity. So an opportunity is going to knock, or it could be more than one opportunity. If something does come to you like that, make sure that you go after it and follow it as quickly as you can, because Jupiter is a fairly fast moving energy. It doesn't stick around for very long. So whatever surfaces for you, go after it and see it right through to the end, and you will get something out of that, whatever one is going to be right for you. But try them all, see where the benefits lead you. Move quickly on it, but steer your ship. As I said, you may have a lot of things landing in your lap at the moment, and you may just be thinking, wow, this is wonderful, I'm just going to sit back and relax. No, you do still need to steer the ship. You still need to anchor the blessings down, because as I said, it's a fast moving energy, and before you know it, it will be gone. So enjoy it, make the best use of it that you can. And then just going back to the endings and beginnings, which goes in with your 11th house. Certainly, as I said, something is changing. Kali is endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. So this is a very positive change coming in for you. It may not seem so while you're in the throes of it, but it's better if you know that there are things that need to go, things that need to change, people you need to let go of, or situations you need to let go of, or social groups that you were a member of, whether it's online or actually physically. Things are going to be changing. So something is ending and something is beginning. And it's very important that you welcome this change, because it's a very necessary change. And it's better if you welcome it and do everything you can to embrace that change and move forward with a great attitude, a positive attitude. Then the change will go through much easier. Otherwise, if you resist, then Kali can be a very hard card to be having, because literally the rug will be pulled out from under you. So it's very much about your attitude if you want to determine the outcome of this. But it's a very necessary change. It's important. Doors are opening for you now. You need to walk through them and do it with, put the past in its place. Don't carry the baggage and the regret with you, or whatever is going on. Deal with it. Handle it all, and then move forward and go through this change and embrace it, whatever is coming up for you. And I'm just going to do a destiny card for you now. Ooh, here we go. Oh, 2 came out for you. Okay, so we've got responsibility and sensitivity. Okay, so as I said to you earlier, with the water element card, sensing, that is where the sensitivity comes in. You're going to be feeling sensitive. As I said, emotions are going to be high. It's going to manifest in your home environment or with your family. There's going to be certainly shifts going on. You may be very well changing how you've been interacting in your family as well. You may very well be saying, the way I have been living my life it's got to end now. You may be putting on a lot of boundaries right now, which is very, very appropriate. It's growth for you. It's important that you do this. You may have had a lot of interference in your life. You may have had a lot of programming which you've been dealing with, and you want to break free from that now. Certainly Jupiter return will do that for you. And with the Scorpio I transform as well, and Astaro fertility, this is about growth. And if there are people around you, friends or family, who can't accept the change and support you in that, then you will have to move forward and create your own reality now. So you're going to be feeling very sensitive at the moment. You're going to be going through a lot of emotional stuff, and just look at it from an unconditional point of view. But the sensitivity is there, so just be aware of it. The other one is responsibility. So again, this may be coming up to do with your family as well. You're responsible to certain folk in your home. So that is still going to be the case. And it may also come up in your friendship circle or within your contacts and your networks. There may be something to do with that. You are responsible for your actions. And as I said, with the Scorpio, you may have a few power struggles or sort of like control issues going on that may be coming in. So be responsible for your own actions. Be responsible for your own happiness, and what it is you want to create in your life. If you've been dissatisfied up until now, then take responsibility for your own goals and your own happiness. No one else can make you happy. Only you can make you happy. So don't put, you know, the key to your happiness in somebody else's pocket. You are responsible for your own happiness. And certainly with the 10th house, that may come in as well, where you know, the earth element is about taking responsibility as well. So take responsibility for what you're projecting, what you're aiming for in your life, your reputation, your public status. You know, if you're going to be changing something, then do it in a responsible manner. Okay, Libra, hope you enjoyed that. Take care, and I will see you next time.